Meet the best AI voice.
Hello? I'm sorry, but Ralph is not here in this moment.
What is happening
To my voice. What you just witnessed is an AI speech synthesis program called ElevenLabs. What did you just say? I write a line of dialogue in the form of text, and the program converts it into an AI-generated voice. Or I give the app my voice as an original sample, and the AI makes it in another voice that you can find in their extensive library.
I can be a documentary narrator
or a British drunk fellow.
And the app can do a lot of more cool stuff. In this video, we're going to see how easy it is to use this app, and then we will go through its amazing 5 free features you can use in the free tier.
Does this sound real to you?
Dude, I'm sure you can detect a lot of creepy AI voices in a lot of channels nowadays. But if you want a lifelike sounding voice, this is the app for you. Look no further. First of all, let me say that ElevenLabs is the most realistic voice generator compared to Synthesia or Murf.ai for complicated text-to-speech input, which requires intonation, pauses, etc. As you're going to see, they have a big library of rich voices and a wide range of options. It is more than text-to-speech. It understands context and infers emotion from the context. If we make a pause, the program will recognize that the before the pause and the after the pause are spoken differently than they would be if there wasn't a pause. The AI understands this, and it uses the pause as part of the context to style the speech of the words, before and after. As I always say, it is exciting and scary to see where all of this is heading. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and stay kind. Don't forget to like this video, and if I can ask you for your kindness, and if it's appropriate, you can subscribe to the channel. Believe it or not, it helps me stay motivated to continue doing these videos.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so let's see what this app can bring us for free. We go to Google and we're going to look for ElevenLabs.io, and we can find it right here. Click on it and we arrive to the website. First of all, create the most realistic speech with our AI audio platform. That's what it is. Basically, it's a complete voice AI toolset. It is a low latency AI voice generator and audio tools. That's super cool. So right here, we can see if we go to AI audio, these are the things that we're going to try now that you can try for free, by the way. Text to speech, speech to speech, text to sound effects, voice cloning. Voice cloning, it's not exactly that you can try it for free, but anyway. And Voice Isolator. Here we have the projects, Dubbing Studio, Audio Native, VoiceOver Studio, and Voice Library. The first 4, you have to be paying a subscription. If you're interested in the paid features and you want me to do a video about it, tell me in the comments below. This one, we're going to see it now for free. I would like to say that a lot of AI companies should follow the example of ElevenLabs because it allows you to, first of all, try all their stuff for free so you can have an idea if you want to spend money on it or not. And then, as we will see in pricing, already with the free option, we see that we can have a lot of stuff to do that we will see right now. But then if you want to start, it's really not that expensive. This would be, I don't know, a coffee and a croissant for me. If you're in America, maybe only a coffee. But for €5 a month, you have a lot of different cool stuff that you can do, included the voice cloning. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so to start, we have right here in this window, we can already try and play a little bit with all the different features that the program offers us. For example, text to speech. I can write whatever I want right here. And right here is the language that I want it to use. Here are some examples that we can try. We go right here and we can try different voices. For example, let's say Alice. We go here.
Hello, my name is Rafa, and I am not a robot.
I really think that this is the best platform to create AI voices. It sounds, as you can see, very, very realistic. As I said, if I click right here, this offers us a little examples. If we want to change, let's say, to a male voice, let's put Charlie.
Welcome to 11 Degrees, your gateway to the cutting edge of innovation and the world of technology.
Anyway, we have speech to speech. For this, basically, we're going to give it an original voice sample, and it's going to use that sample and regurgitate it with another tone of voice. Let's say enable microphone, yes, start recording. We're going to allow this only this time. Start recording. Did you hear that? I think someone's following us. Okay, false alarm. It was just a squirrel. Let's try now with Alice.
Did you hear that? I think someone's following us. Okay, false alarm. It was just a squirrel.
Dubbing. So this is only an example.
I've interviewed some of the best CEOs in the world, and I'm fascinated by leadership.
And if we go here to, I think this would be Hindi.
पसंद है और जो चीज़ मुझे सबसे अच्छी लगी है वो ये थी कि जब आप ऑस्ट्रेलिया
As you can see, it maintains the same tone, the same kind of like quality or range of voice, and it says it with another language. That's incredible for people that want to spread their content or information in other languages. Then we have text to sound effects. Right here, some examples, but we're going to put parrot shouting. Let's see what happens here. Generate. It gives us 4 different generations. Correct. Correct. I like this one. And to show you how they know how to sell their stuff, they have here templates, samples of their different voices. For example, Nicole, American whispering. Let's see how it sounds.
With a soft and whispery American accent.
Incredible. Mysterious and gaming, Luna.
I guess that's what you get for...
Another one, lively Irish.
As a proud native of Ireland, I bring a robe.
So as you can see, there's a lot of different ranges of voices that you can use for your, your projects, etc. If we have get started for free right here, or go to app, it's the same. If we click right here, it's going to ask for me, I go directly because I already have been working with them. Basically, introducing your email, you're going to be able to access the app. Okay, so let's go through what the app offers us. Let's start with here, we have the menu. So as we can see here, we can create speech, voices, and sound effects. Let's see what we have in the free plan. Okay, speech. We have the history of stuff that we've been creating. In my case, I've been creating all these different voices. Or generate. We can choose between text-to-speech or speech-to-speech. Right here we have quarter remaining. In my case, anything you do, you will have credits used. So it's going to go down, down, down until you reach 0. Let's start with the first thing, text-to-speech. Okay, so let's be creative and original. Boom. If we want to choose another voice, we can go here and can scroll. We have a lot of different stuff. Here, by the way, it tells us the name of it. We can click the sample.
Life isn't about finding.
We can go here.
Gratitude is riches, complaint is poverty.
And this is kind of like what would you use it for? For narration, conversational, for news, etc., etc. Okay, so let's try the speech with Daniel.
The world is round.
Life isn't about finding yourself.
We make our own fortunes and we call them...
This one, Liam, generate speech.
If you enjoy this content, I would super appreciate that you give a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below.
And as a fellow YouTuber pointed out, it sounds pretty much as Mark Zuckerberg. Let's say it again.
Give a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below.
That's right. Then if we want more voices than the ones that are offered here, we can go and find more voices right here. And this will automatically bring us to the second tab, voices. Here we can see my voices, the ones that I've been using, and the library. First of all, in the library right here, you can search for any voice you want. You can click and say, I want, for example, voices for narrations or stories, for characters and animation. By the way, when you click one of these, it will state both of them. In this case, there's no matching voices for narrative and story and characters and animation. So what you have to do is unclick one of them, only leave one in bold. In this case, neither. That's strange. If we unclick this, we're going to have all the different voices. And as you can see, we have characters, animation, social media, entertainment, and TV, advertisement, etc. Right here, we have how we can sort these lists, this library, for trending, the latest, the most users, most characters generated, etc. And parameters. I like this one because you can go to advanced filters and say, I want professional voice designed by other people, etc. Gender, the age, language, and accent. This I really like a lot because you can go and say like English and I want a Canadian accent. So here we go. We have Danielle, Canadian narrator. Let's see in sample.
The shallow reefs are but a fraction of this enormous water world.
Well, it's kind of difficult for me to hear out the accent of a Canadian here, but you get the idea. Basically, if you go and search voices and I say, first of all, I have to clear all. So let's say, for example, English with Spanish accent. Power Marshall, let's hear him.
Ladies and gentlemen, space enthusiasts and cosmic explorers.
Let's say Mary.
Hi, my name is Mary. I like to create content for social media.
It sounds very, very, very real. When we click some of the voices, we see right here how we can like play it, stop it, go back, etc. Self-explanatory, download it. And here we can make it smaller or, make it bigger. So what is all of this information? That's cool to know. This is a professional voice clone. The difference with this and this is that this is like high quality professional voice clone. Then this tells you right here, it tells you for how long this is going to be here. For example, this one doesn't have any information about that. Then if we go right here, we can see another one. What is that? This is live moderation enabled. If, for example, you're using prohibited content or the text that you're using, it is like an automatic prohibited categories check. Right here, you have the users that have been using it and how many times it has been used for 9,000 credits generated. This one, for example, has been used a lot more. Then, if we go to Roberto, it's going to tell us what is it, alt male with received pronunciation accent. First one is the language. Second one is what kind of tone it is. And third one is the most appropriate usage for it. Okay, another thing that I want to point out right here is this. This is a free thing that it's like the ElevenLabs Reader app that you can use iconic voices to read websites or articles that you're like interested in, and you'll be able to use, as it says, like iconic voices, like for example, I don't know, James Dean, to read your newspaper. Let's see a sample.
If a man can bridge the gap between life and death, if he can live after he's died, then maybe he was a great man.
Okay, if we go to my voices, you can see all my voices, personal ones that I haven't created yet, community that I'm creating, that basically it's where we were before. Let's say that we are in library and I want, let's see, Roberto. I like this one, for example. I just have to go to add to my voices and say add voice. Oh, you have reached your maximum amount of custom voices, 3 of 3. You can upgrade your subscription to increase your custom voice limit. Interesting. Perfect. So we have the example here. One of the limitations of the free plan, you only can have 3 custom voices. Okay, when we are in my voices, what we can do too in the free tier is add a new voice. When we click here, we have voice design, instant voice cloning, that basically it's clone a voice from a clean sample recording. You need to subscribe to the first tier. And if you want a professional voice cloning, you have to subscribe to the second tier, Creator Plus. But anyway, here what you can do is design a voice. When we go here, we can choose, like female, age, accent. I want Indian, say middle age, accent strength. I want a lot of accent. You have a lot of control about the amount of accent you want. For example, let's generate.
Subscribe to my newsletter if you want to be informed about AI and future stuff, insights, news, videos, and tools.
I can only generate these voices with English, by the way. And then I can use the voice if I want to. And it will probably be used here. But because I create or clone a new voice, I've used all the slots. You'll see that, for example, the default ones, you have lots of them that you can play with. Then here you have what is it good for? For example, narration. Other ones are conversational, for news. Let's see.
The world is round, and the place...
Yeah. And it tells you to, for more British, confident, female, middle-aged, perfect. And you can use this voice. If I click here, I will go back to speech. Anyway, let's continue. What else do we have here? We have the settings. If we click here, we'll see this. Basically, the model that we can choose. There are different models. In this case, we have 4 models. Multilingual version 2, it's the newest one. As you can see, you have like different languages. In this case, 26 languages for this one. But if we would go to the 11 multilingual versus version 1, that was the first one, it was 10 languages. If you want to create, for example, more generations in a lower cost, meaning that it doesn't use your quota remaining settings, you can choose, let's say, the turbo. But let's go back to 11 multilingual version 2. Okay, so we have like 3 different things, 4 in this case, that we can switch. Stability is the ability basically to make generations that are pretty stable. Let's say that you have to create a lot of generations of the same voice. The more I go up here, the more stable these different generations are going to be. Only know that the more we go up here, the more monotone and maybe less human it's going to like sound. So if we go right here, the more unstable, but at the same time more human it's going to sound. Only just know that under 30 may lead to instability. Instability is when the voices are starting to do stuff that are very strange. I would always put it right here. Actually, I don't touch it. Similarity is when you want more similarity between the voice sample that you're giving, in the case of speech to speech, if you want it very similar to what you're giving or if you want it less similar. Style exaggeration is if you want to exaggerate the style of the voice. It's like a new feature that they're playing with. Even ElevenLabs says that it's better to like leave it like to 0 if you don't want to have any problems. The more exaggeration we have, the more instability we can produce in our voice. So I always leave it at 0. And speaker boost is basically, if we have this toggle on, the program will try to find more similarities with the voice that you're trying to clone. By the way, if we change like different models, if we go to the turbo one, that it's 50% cheaper, these 2 last options disappear. Okay, just to know that if you want to have all the options to like tweak your voices, you have to go to the latest model. The difference between simple and advanced: simple is this configuration, the UI, and then if we go to advanced, the window to put content it got bigger, no, but it's the same. Here we have the different voices, generation count, and what changes that here we have so the settings and the history that we can switch at the same time. I like to work with this actually. It's a better way to work, but let's go to simple. We've been doing text to speech. Now we go to speech to speech. Upload audio or record audio. As we can see, if we record audio here, we can like do more stuff. We click right here. I'm going to allow this time right here. So what can I tell you? I love these tools. These tools are getting better and better every day. And it's like having a library of new tools, very exciting new tools that can enhance and can inspire us to express ourselves and create a lot of different stuff. Burst our creativity. Stop. And we're going to generate speech with, let's say, Alison. Perfect. We can tweak the settings. I want, for example, very similarity with my voice, and we're going to generate speech.
So, what can I tell you? I love these tools. These tools are getting better and better every day, and it's like having a library of new tools, very exciting new tools that can enhance and can inspire us to express ourselves and create a lot of different stuff.
So we can see that with this, we have more control about how we want to deliver of the voice. Let's make an example. Let's go to text to speech. Are you sure about this? And let's do Alison again. Generate speech.
Are you sure about this?
Okay, that's good. But what if I want to give it more... What if I want to be more condescending? Like, are you sure about this? You know, kind of sarcastic. Or what if I am hesitant or in disbelief? Like, are you sure about this? For example, let's do it. Let's go to text to speech. In this case, now I'm going to upload an audio. I already recorded these 2 examples that I just said out loud. Let's try in disbelief. I'm putting this one with Alison and generate speech.
Are you sure about this?
See how it's the same intonation and deliver, punctuation that can you see the difference?
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this?
Let's say condescendent, for example. Let's upload the other one. Phrase condescendent. Are you sure about this? Generate speech.
Are you sure about this?
Yeah, let's go back to this one.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this?
It changes. So if you want to have more control about intonation, the pause, the delivery of the phrase, go to speech and, upload an audio of what you want to be delivered or record it directly. Okay, let's continue. So we have next one, sound effects. Here, an angry dog barking. That's one that I chosen. Settings, we have kind of like duration, automatically pick the best length. We can ask for what's the length that we want, let's say 4 seconds, or prompt influence. If we want that the prompt that we set is being followed perfectly, we're going to go here. If we want to leave the model to be more creative, we're going to go right here. Let's go here, why not? And generate sound effect. This will take a little bit more time, but again, it's for free. All the stuff that I'm doing now, it's for free. It's amazing. Okay, if we stop here, when we generate sound effects, we have 4 generations that we can download. Okay, first generation. If you want to download it, I can download it and I have it here. Okay, explore. Different stuff. Here we have different categories. Animals, bass, booms, rams, brass, cymbals, etc. We can search for what we're looking for. And we have the weekly top picks. For example, a deep, dramatic ram sound, etc. Sounds amazing. Let's say that I want to use this one. I can upgrade to download, or I can use the prompt, and this will redirect me directly to the generate tab. A deep, dramatic ram sound, perfect to creating tension and impact in a trailer. We can put in a trailer in a, documentary, I think it's with 1M. And we can even go to settings and say, follow the prompt. Let's see how it changes, generate sound effect. But as you can see, you can, try new stuff, iterate until you find the thing that you want. But basically that's the main thing about these programs. You have to iterate. See how it sounds. Download directly. I'm going to use this one for this. History, all the ones that I created. Okay, so the next part right here, these are different workflows. I'm going to explain them in the second part of this video, the things that you can do with other subscription tiers. Dubbing Studio. So right now we are in the dubbing section, as we can see right here. Here is what can you use dubbing for, social media content, to reach wider audiences, media and entertainment, to, translate foreign films, marketing, education, to make it more inclusive and accessible to other people. Then we go down, we have the option to put a project name for the dubbing. Let's say YouTube video, detect the language. It can do it auto detection, but I'm going to put English and I want to transcribe it to dub it to Spanish, one of my mother tongues. Right here, we're going to say select the source, upload, whatever, if you have an audio or something or a video, and YouTube. That's what I'm going to do here, and we're going to put one of the videos of this channel. And as you can see directly here, it tells me you don't have enough credits to create this dub. Of course. Why? Because this video is very long, and what we could do is go to advanced settings right here and say, well, first of all, you have the option to detect number of speakers. In here, I'm not going to do it because it's only me. The video resolution, and important, extract a time range for dubbing. If I put here, let's say 15 seconds, this is going to extract from the video that I just put, this one, from 00 to 15 seconds here. And I'm going to say create. Let's see what happens. So right down here, we have status, downloading from the project YouTube video, language Spanish, processing, created, etc. I dubbed another one right here, created yesterday. And as you can see, we can remove it, download it, or view. I'm going to show it to you. Why not? We have it here. So here we have the source language and target language, the source, number of speakers, video resolution, watermarked, yes, credits used, depth range, etc. This is it.
¿Podría el exceso de placer ser el fin de la humanidad? Solo consumiría energía, tiempo, contenido, bienes y servicios, lo que sea, en un mundo donde la IA manda.
As we can see, it adapts when the video contains images or text. But in this example, we couldn't see how did it look on top of me talking. Let's try again with this video. I am so grateful that you're watching a Survival Insights video. Thank you so much, and I see you around.
Je suis tellement reconnaissant que vous regardiez une vidéo de Survival Insights. Merci beaucoup et à bientôt.
Well, first of all, it's using my tone, my voice characteristics. So it's quite incredible. The transcript is correct. It's very good. Here, options to download. Okay, we're studying studios. But as you can see, this is the only thing that it let us do. That's not bad, but we don't have a lot of control about what has been translated, etc. In this case, if we would be in the starter tier, €5 per month, as we can see here, we could have access to the dubbing studio for more control over translation and timing. Right here, it will appear an edit, and we will go deeper in the part 2 of this video. Another thing that you can do for free is the new feature Voice Isolator. If we click here, what we're going to do is paste this bad boy with an industrial sound in the background. Let's see, record audio. I would like to see if this feature works well or if it's clickbait. Isolate voice. Basically, it's a voice isolator. Okay, let's do it. I would like to see if this feature works well. I mean, it works well, as we can see, but it creates we can see in the voice that it creates some kind of artifacts. My voice sample wasn't very good, but it did the work. And we arrived to the end. Now you can use these 5 uses of AI to go crazy and let your creativity run. Again, the goal would be to have fun with it, get familiar with these AI tools, and to don't stop adapting this new tech to your creative process, life, or whatever. I always like to think that we're living in an amazing and strange time, where the possibilities to express our creativity are exploding. Every week we are discovering new apps and AI features to create new systems, new forms of art, and have a good time with it. That would be the main goal of creativity, like when we were kids. So what could you do with this tool? Immersive audiobooks and dialogues in screenplays. For example, indie authors and content creators can design custom voices for unique characters in audiobooks. Artists could design entirely new voices for virtual musicians, explore new genres and creativity, and experiment with new vocal styles. Translators or educators can use speech synthesis to produce high-quality multilingual content, maintaining voice consistency across languages. Content creators can clone or design voices to streamline production. Businesses could create branded voices for AI-driven customer support. Filmmakers could craft voices that react to dynamic storylines with authentic emotion. And of course, it will help those losing their voice. Do you have any idea of potential applications for this tool? Tell me in the comments below. And remember to tell me if you want to see a second part of this video to go deeper in the amazing use cases you can find in the paid tier of this amazing AI voice generator. I will happily do it. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me, and stay kind.